You're on camera. You told me that.
Oh, it's like really dark.
That's a nice camera, bro.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, that's really dark, man.
Another dollar, make a Filipino wanna holler. Life in fast forward. Somebody gonna die.
Okay, so I just got done writing this new song for this project I'm doing with JB and them. You know, remember JB from Nerdery Over Coffee?
Famous from Nerdery Over Coffee.
Among other things. So right now there is in LA a lot of wind, therefore a lot of pollen in the air, and
God knows what else.
And God knows what else. So right now JB has baked off them antihistamines.
I normally don't take any kind of medicines or drugs, and I've been taking Claritin, and I'm high, and I don't necessarily like it.
How are you feeling after that?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling sort of disjointed from the moment. I feel like I'm like a little bit off, like when the dialogue is not going at the exact same time as the image. Like this, here's an example of that. Okay, right now my lips are moving, but the dialogue is all off, and it looks weird and it's frustrating for you to watch, except that's actually how I feel this whole day. On the other hand, I'm feeling really receptive, so ask me anything. I'll try to answer it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ask you
about... It's like
about
truth serum.
I'm just gonna ask you about you're recording. So my goal is to record.
Oh, you're going straight to the nerdery thing again?
Yes.
Well, put up the title card then.
So my goal is to be able to record music outside, clean.
Outside?
Yes. That's why I remember we were talking about the SM7B earlier and whether or not I should get it. Because I got the H6 and I figured that's a thing that I could do portable work with. So what do you think I should do?
Well, I think the SM7B would be a great option, except it's huge and kind of heavy. So I don't know if you want to be dealing with that outside. Aren't any of the mics that you can get for the H6 good enough to do vocals with outside?
The capsules, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool, except they just get a lot of the background noise.
Even the shotgun?
What I mean? Yeah, even the shotgun. Just gets a lot of that like atmospheric. Like
what about a lav mic?
Would that work with singing loud and stuff?
Why not?
That's true, huh?
A good one, although they're a bit pricey.
Like a Sennheiser you're talking about?
Those are expensive. We'll have to try it. We have one.
You have one?
We have one. You can try it. Now, is this as juicy as it's gonna get? You gotta ask me stuff, man. I'm on drugs.
We're just gonna ask JB a couple of questions about life in general.
Oh my god.
While you're on drugs, while you're on...
Yeah, before they wear off. Because at any moment, if I start sneezing, then my answers are gonna become a lot more contrived.
Okay, so I just want to clarify what we mean by drugs. Okay, so...
Kids! Don't do drugs. Just say no.
What I mean by drugs is Sudafed and Claritin.
Yeah, now to normal people, that might not be drugs. That might be something where they could go to work and give like a high pressure presentation or something like that. But for me, I don't know if I can overstate how odd it is.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Will I remember any of this?
Yes,
Probably.
You'll remember all of this, JB. I mean, it's just allergies, dude. That happens during allergy season, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well anyway, usually I just sort of barrel through it. This time, it's too much stuff needed to get done.
So what all did you do today that warranted?
We took a really wild track that Pancho made, and we just did some arranging and some chopping up and organizing of it to make it ready for prime time. And then we took a thing that Paul created, and we added to rhythmic elements and everything. Then we got you to write the words and sing it.
So I think I figured out what we should talk about.
Oh, let's have it.
How to get ready for pollen season.
But isn't it obvious that I don't know how to do that?
Yes, but I'll tell you how right now. Number one, have a small nose. Because having a small nose...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get right on that.
makes it easier for you not to sniff up large amounts of pollen. If, though, you cannot have a small nose.
Which brings us... Whoa, that's a
little romantic in here.
A little too romantic.
A little romantic. Are those on timers?
Yeah, they are.
Wow.
It's a matter of time. Okay, so if on the other hand, your nose looks like a combination of Mount Rushmore and Owen Wilson, then you don't have that possibility to just take in less materials into your nose.
So what do you do then, JB? Like, how do you go through your day? As
normally?
As a professional musician, say you have a big show or you have to record that day. What do you do
Well, I'm experimenting with that right now, aren't I?
That's true, huh? Just a cocktail of Sudafed and
Oh no, not at the same
Claritin.
time. One was in the morning, and I actually remember the moment that it kicked in. I was sitting in here and I was like normal, and then I was like, oh, drugs. 1 second to the next.
Wow.
I went from feeling normal to feeling really spaced out and just, yeah. Anyways.
Well, see, the reason why I asked this question is because yesterday I had just a terrible time.
He was bowing before the porcelain god. He was staring down the lily white corridors of despair.
Yes, yesterday just was just not fun, you know, which is the reason why I just didn't do anything. I didn't record anything. So in times when you get sick, like what is like the best way to be able to just keep trucking, keep doing the thing that you're doing?
Okay, so like normally I just try to solve it more long term, where I'll take some kind of dietary supplements or something like turmeric or, you know, nature oriented allergy pills that you have to take all the time that aren't actually drugs. That is what I'm hoping will work in the long term. But today we just had too much to do, so I had to bust out the heavy artillery, which is just not normal for me. But I don't know, man. If you're like, if we were on the road and we had a show tonight, you got to do what you got to do. I've taken Theraflu a couple of times, and that will actually make me drunk. I think my system is so free of intoxicants at this point, apart from coffee. Is that an intoxicant? My point is, and by the way, JB, if you're watching this, hi, how you doing?
This reminds me of the Extremely... I keep referencing this movie because I love this movie. But there's a scene in Extremely Goofy Movie, which is the Disney film starring Goofy and his son Max.
Oh, literally?
Yeah,
Goofy film.
extremely goofy. No, not like a Monty Python skit. I'm talking about an extremely goofy movie where Goofy goes and skateboards and does all this
That's
stuff.
the name of the movie?
An extremely goofy movie. A sequel to a Goofy movie.
Wow.
So in this... no, we get sued for that. There's a scene where he misses his son so much while he's off to college, or that his son had rejected his love while they both ended up in the same college because he was fired from a job and he couldn't get another job without getting a degree.
I saw this.
I'm sure you've seen it. It's a great movie. There's this scene where he is daydreaming. He goes into this like LSD trip with like a dude like dressed in a rainbow suit and just like a flower for a head. And the background music is, "Hello world, this is a song that I'm singing. Come on, get happy."
That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not quite there. I gotta say, this is a much milder version. I don't think I'm gonna be seeing any visions or anything.
Well, that's okay. Well, you know, we still love you, JB.
Dudes in rainbow suits.
Dudes in rainbow suits. Well, JB.
Anyway,
we love
Paulo, you won't get sued for making the goofy sound, but you definitely get sued for doing this.
Right here, JB sings a song that is under copyright. We will not include the audio in this because, well, we don't want to get sued by any big wigs.
So you're gonna have to bleep all that out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that in post.
Otherwise, it's gonna be, you're gonna get a, what is it called? Not a cease and desist order.
It is a cease and desist you get from that.
Really?
Yeah, like a takedown of like
Yeah.
a first takedown.
That's what'll happen if you play the audio from that.
Well, you know what? I'm just not gonna
So
play
I'm putting
the
a
audio.
lot of trust in you here, man.
You know what? I won't put the audio on that because that will kill my channel, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, JB.
Anyway.
Quickly in 3 words, what is the meaning of life?
Afro-Filipino. Another day, another dollar. Make a Filipino wanna holler. Life in fast forward. Somebody call a doctor. But it feels so good. Putting in that time when things you do and the stars align.